Like, it's one thing to say, oh, we're telling another King Arthur story. We're doing Robin Hood. We're doing Beowulf. Like, there are stories that need to be told out there. And he just happened to know that I'm a bit of a history buff. I was a huge Pan-Africanist, especially at that time. And I was always, every time we talked, every conversation, I was like, dropping little hints of Black history and all this and diaspora history. And so we just landed on that. I'm glad you asked, though, because most people ask, why are you starting with young Musa? Why aren't you just doing like old man Musa or middle-aged Musa in the trip to Mecca? For us, it was really important for us to tell a story that had impact, that had gravitas. And at the time, 5 years ago, just nobody else was doing it. And to this day, nobody else is doing it. Like, you're not going to, when we go live on Black Friday on November 28th, we're not running up against a whole packed market of people telling Mansa Musa stories. We're the ones who decided to tell that story because it needed to be told. And honestly, you just don't know when it hits you, like inspiration, the ancestors, whoever it is speaking to you, it just, things fall into place. And we've been blessed for this past 5 years to really have all those pieces fall into place. Like, we wrote the script with no problem. We did the world building. We ran into little to no issue with the art team. Like, it really was a labor of love. And the hard part was sitting on this idea for this amount of time, seeing it take shape, seeing how amazing it could be, and knowing that it wasn't quite done yet. And then when it was done, trying to find that right moment to hit. And that's where we are now. End of this month is the right moment to hit.
Nice.
Well,
So,
one thing I just want to say is I want to congratulate you guys thank you guys so much for doing this, because I feel like as a fellow creator myself and someone who is deep into like all kinds of cultures, I really appreciate what you guys are doing, because I feel like, especially in the modern day climate, there's not enough of y'all out there, because you aren't doing this out of a trend of like, oh, it's trendy to do African stuff, African mythology. You're doing this because you understand the importance of it. Meanwhile, a lot of other people out there would just settle for just a Black King Arthur story. You want to go further and be like, no, we want to tell our own history. And if they can tell fantasy stories with their real life historical figures, we could do that too, and all
Absolutely.
that. And I really like the fact you used Mansa Musa, because I remember there's a content creator, I forgot their name, but it was around the time Assassin's Creed Shadows came out, and they're saying, yeah, cool, we got Yasuke, but it's like she's like, can we see the Mali Empire with Mansa Musa? Because there's a lot of history we could be doing Assassin's Creed with that. And that hit me. I'm like, that's a great idea, actually, kind of thing. Especially with it being West Africa, because for me, it's like, that's where we come from. I mean, for me, that's an actual fact. The slaves came from under the Sahara, West Africa. While there may be some of us that are descended from Egypt definitively, a lot of us come from that specific region. So this is definitively our history, kind of thing. So I just can't thank y'all enough for making it.
Well, no, I appreciate that. A lot of folks tried to hit, and I don't want to speak out of turn for the rest of the industry, but like when Black Panther hit, that was like, oh, let's tell something African. Let's tell something African. Let's tell something African. Yeah. That wave had already come and gone by the time TJ and I had started this.
hey, it's the Black Nerds Podcast.